if you're watching this on YouTube and it's a little bit slow, feel free to skip ahead because we're currently streaming this on Twitch. Just reviewing our weekend at OTS Championships. We went to 2 this weekend, back to back. Quite a bit of driving, quite a bit of YuGiOh. I think about 13 rounds in general. We played Sword Soul, so we managed to come second place in Gloucestershire, or Gloucester, and we come first place in Oxford. So a really good weekend. Like, I honestly probably one of the better weekends I've had in terms of YuGiOh recently. Just trying to get back into the swing of things, and I went to Leicester about 2 weeks ago, as you can see at the top here. Didn't have the best time in terms of results, but I learned a lot. Got to see how the format's going to shape up. So I think going out my way and travelling to that event really helped me set up my technicality and understanding the format for this weekend and future events that's going to be happening. So yeah, so this weekend just going to be talking about just going to be talking about our experience this weekend. Absolutely, I love OTS Championships. They're insane. Like, stacked prizes. The prizes are actually stacked. Obviously, the mat itself. I should probably grab it, shouldn't I? 2 seconds. Yeah, the mat's pretty nice. And prizes, like, I think officially top 4 get invites to Euros plus packs, but the stores actually chuck in extra additional prizes. So for Gloucester, they chucked in a booster box, like top 8 and stuff, which is pretty nuts. You guys should be able to see everything clearly. If you can't see anything clearly, I'll try and expand the screen a bit. But yeah, so yeah, like, prizes were stacked. Official stores were chucking in booster boxes. I think first place was getting like 2 booster boxes, so we racked up about 3 booster boxes over the weekend. Cheers, Lou, appreciate it, man. And yeah, so we've done really well. We played Sword Soul. I just want to say Sword Soul is like a really good like mid-range sort of deck, but I feel it can do it is quite a fair deck. I feel like it isn't unfair, apart from one card, and that is Arch Nemesis Protoss. That card is honestly absurd. It won me a lot of matches where, like, if your opponent doesn't stop it and you know what you're playing against, you just call like Dark, Water, etc. And you just, honestly, it's a huge blowout, and normally you win. I don't think I didn't. Every time I resolved Protoss, I won. So I think in these smaller events, I could really see what people were playing, and like when you progress through the rounds in Swiss, you're playing normally people who are next to you, 2 tables down, 1 table up. So it's important to see what you're playing, and then like round 6 in Gloucester, I knew my opponent was playing PK purely because of the knowledge I had of him playing, like watching his matches. I knew what he's playing anyway. So I won dice roll, went first, made Protoss, called Dark. He was playing PK, he literally just scooped. And then game 2, he unfortunately bricked, but that happens. So we're going to go through each match from each tournament. So in OTS Championship, Gloucester, that was on Saturday. I played Sword Soul, I went 5-1 in Swiss. Round 1, out of 43 players, I got the bye. Super lucky. Like, that gave me insane tiebreakers. I wasn't aware of that. I thought, yeah, true. That's yeah, literally. So yeah, I thought having a bye like round 1 would suck, but then like someone explained to me that it actually improves your tiebreakers because it's the first round. So I always assumed that the bye was bad, but having it round 1 is actually insane. I didn't know that. Like, I've been to loads of tournaments in the past. I've been to Euros, I've been to YCSs. Didn't realise that. But yeah, round 2 played against PK. To a guy who plays in Leicester, Patel, really good player, probably one of the better PK players I've seen right now, and he picked up the win there. So we were 1-1 into round 3. I was like, oh god, here we go again. So then round 3 played PK again, and I made Protoss, and twice, and that was game. Even like going second, you make Protoss and it blows up the board. So it was, yeah, pretty insane. And then round 4, played Dragon Link. A really young player. He was, I think he was like 15 or 16, but he was like technically really good for like a younger player. But really, I love to see that. That's absolutely like, I love to see it. So yeah, really, I'm gonna keep an eye out for him. I think his name was Bo. So if he's watching, shout out to you, man. Really good deck, really good player. Played Dragon Link. That deck can be scary, but we won that 2-1. I think game 1 we won. It was quite grindy. Game 2 we just like cracked my board and made access code, and I was like, yeah, fair. And game 3 I drawled him. Made standard board with YuGiOh, Baron, and Blackout. And in the time I was up because of the burn, I drawled him and he just scoops, which is fair. Then round 5, this is quite an interesting match. Our opponent put us first. We lost the dice roll and he said, you can go first. And then we made the most insane board ever. It was Dragite, Draco Berserker, YuGiOh, Baron, and a Blind Protoss calling Darks with a Blackout set. It was like the most insane board ever. And yeah, he just scooped. And then he turned out he was maining Mystic Mine and Evenly match. In Aldrich, by the way. So that was I didn't expect us to see that. That's like a really rogue sort of option to do that. And but we managed to pick up the win there. But he was doing well up until round 5. And then last round was PK. We just made Protoss and Ruddy Rose Dragon, and we kind of won that match. Notable decks, so decks that were really popular. I think PK was at top tables for like 5 or 6 rounds. I think 5 rounds, PK was at a table 1 for like 5 rounds, which is insane. So most, like, if I could add it times 2, like it would be the times 2. Soul was quite a few Soul players. I did see a bit of Sky Striker as well. I don't know if that's just me. I did see about 3 or 4 Sky Striker players. So I thought I'd add that in here. Plus with DP in the format now, this deck does get a lot better. So that was OTS Championship Gloucester. So shout out the Cavern, really smooth event. Judges like smashed it. Really fluid, sort of laps into like round stuff. No like delays, no holdups. Yeah, really smooth transition. No repairings whatsoever. So yeah, really good event. And then Oxford. So this was about an hour and a half drive away. Played the same list. So it was 5 rounds of Swiss with the top 4. So we went 4-1 in Swiss, finishing 3rd, I believe. And then we went to top 4 and we went all the way through. So this was quite a smaller store. I think there's about 18 players, but just quite a lot more rounds. And there was quite a few good players there as well. So I just wanted to make top 4 and see how I got from there. So I think X1, like I said, if I get X1, I'll be like not thrilled, obviously, because I take a loss, but just get to top 4 and then reevaluate who's the top 4, and then just plan my route from there. And round 1 we played PK, really nice guy. I can't remember his name. I think it was James. So shout out to you if you're watching. Major Ruddy Rose and Protoss, so not a lot to say here. Adam Anticipator, really nice guy as well, but he fortunately bricked game 1. I think he went Researcher, or was it Analyzer? I think it's Analyzer, used effect, and he didn't see any rocks, and he just passed, and I just OTK'd him. And then game 2, he just literally hard bricked again, which is unfortunate. And then game 3, we played Tri Brigade. So I think game 1 was quite a grind, but I managed to OTK him. After like quite a grindy few back and forth turns, I managed to like establish a board and just go for the attack. And then game 2, I think he bricked. I can't remember exactly, but it was a 2-0. And then round 4, we played a guy we played in the final. He played Trap Eldritch, and we won. We lost that 2-1. So going to game 3, he won the dice roll. Then game 2 I won, and then game 3 he opted to go first. I didn't see any in my sides, none of my sides, no Light Storms, no Harvey's Feather Duster, no evenly matched, and he just opened insane. Judgment, IO with the Eldritch Engine. Yeah, I was like, fair. Round 5 then played another Trap Eldritch deck. This one was very similar, but luckily we saw our side in game 3. Really similar, like sort of matches back and forth. Then I lost game 2. Oh no, we lost dice roll. We lost dice roll. Then we won game 2. Then he went first game 3. And I opened double Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, and he just went, yeah. I was like, yeah, fair. Round 4 was the same guy we played in round 1. Literally exactly the same happened. Protost and Ruddy Rose, insane cards in this matchup, and then in the final played the guy we lost to in round 4, and we managed to pick it up 2-0. And then we had like quite a few people watching us as well, so it's quite high pressure. But yeah, managed to pull it through. So really good, really good weekend. Like much better than what I thought. I thought if I just try and get top 4, secure my invite to Euros. I'm pretty certain I had my invite already from the previous season, but it's just nice to get it officially stamped in for Euros. But yeah, really good like preparation as well for the upcoming regionals and for Utrecht. I presume Utrecht goes ahead. I've heard some like news that apparently it's going to be some COVID restrictions that time of year, but we'll have to see what happens. I'm not going to like make any decisions. I've got my trip like refundable, insured, all that good stuff. So we'll just play it out as the weeks go on. But notable decks for Oxford. There, OTS Championship, Gloucester, Oxford. OTS Championship, Oxford. Notable decks were Sword Soul, PK, and Eldritch. So I think adding Sky Strike and Eldritch in the same category sort of makes sense. People are playing Dark Ruler, Droplets, Imperm, all these like go second. Trades like negation cards, monster negation cards. These decks literally don't care about that. So I think Sky Strike and Eldritch are like good meta calls right now. But Eldritch not main decking Spectre Border. I think siding Spectre Border because Droplets, like Dark Ruler, you're just going to lose so hard to those cards. But I think if you're playing Eldritch, expect to see Spectre Border in games 2 and 3. So always keep like always keep Droplets in. Plus you can like lower the attack of like a Lord in damage step. So Droplets is good in that matchup. So keep your Droplets in against Eldritch, guys. Do not take them out. So yeah, that is the summary for this weekend. Like I said, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, every event I go to, I'm going to be updating this. If you want to see more information on here, let me know. I'll happily add some more columns, data, etc. that will help you guys. But this is what I've put together for my data for the weekend. And for the deck itself, we played Sword Soul. This was the list. A lot of changes I'd make, but the deck was awfully solid. Covered a lot of things that I noticed in testing. Things I would change, I'm not going to mention now, but check out my YouTube video tomorrow. Turn on notifications if you want to see it early, and I'll discuss the theory, changes I'd make, along with cards that overperformed, underperformed. So yeah, check that out definitely. That's coming tomorrow. But this is the deck, guys. So this is what I played this weekend. And yeah, this card is Protoss. It's very good. Please read it. I didn't read it. I didn't read it in one of my matches. I tried to summon from hand, but it's only from field or face up field or graveyard. But I tried to banish from hand. Well, I was like, oh yeah, you can't do that. But yeah, this card's insane and it's searchable. Like, yeah, this card's nuts. Be prepared for this like card. I expect to see a lot of Veiler comes to the format trying to stop this. But we'll have to see. You know, we'll have to see. So that is the review for this weekend, guys. If you have any questions in the comments, if you guys played any OTS championships, leave a comment below. Let me know how you guys got on, and I'd love to hear your decks and how you got your experiences. And any questions about the decks, any questions about any data, let me know. Happy to go over some theory, guys. And thanks for watching. Take care.